Farmers have for long relied and thrived on rainfall seasons for cultivation, and this has retarded their work, especially in the dry seasons.
Kisoro district is well known to have a long dry spell between June and August. And at this stage, people or farmers or gardens are not doing anything.
To this effect, government has embarked on sensitizing farmers on the use of different irrigation methods to enhance productivity.
We've advised them on when to plant. You see the advantage with this type of scheme. You plant when those ones who are relying on rain-fed agriculture cannot plant. Therefore, you maximize on returns on investments.
Current adverse variations of the climate have made it difficult to depend on rain-fed agriculture, which may lead to the country's food insecurity. Irrigation is targeting low-income farmers wishing to increase on their production.
We used to get fresh things mostly from Rwanda, but since the border was closed, we learned how to plant ours. When we got this irrigation,
during the dry season, we would stay there seated with no work to do. But now during the dry season, we are able and we are engaged in farming, meaning that the other almost half a year where we didn't have income, we are able to get income from cabbages, we are able to get income from green pepper.
Government has now started with training of a few farmers. At least 1.2 billion shillings has been invested by government to pilot irrigation projects in Kisoro, Nyamitanga and Reshande, Ntungamo district.
This scheme is rightly suited because of the embracing of the farmers. The farmers themselves took the initiative to apply through the district. That shows that they've already embraced commercial agriculture.
So what we are praying for is to have the government to have the government of Uganda get the capacity to produce, to enroll other areas, such that other areas can as well get projects of this kind.
The solar-powered systems draw water from the nearby water body, pump to the reservoirs before it is distributed into the gardens through drip and sprinklers. Kigezi region is predominantly known for growing sorghum and Irish potatoes, but since the inception of this project, farmers have now embarked on growing high-value crops like onions, watermelons, tomatoes, cabbages, green vegetables, passion fruits, which mature fast.
So we shall try to reach as many people as possible. Now, government cannot provide this kind of a system to everybody. We are now demonstrating this because we know there are some farmers, some people who are capable, but we are not aware of this type of technology. So the idea is that those commercial farmers who have the resources, who can afford to get the resources, either through loans or anything, to come and learn from this, such that they can replicate this in some other places.
They are now optimistic their returns on investment will grow high, unlike before.
You know, I am a farmer growing fruits, and a fruit is 90% water, so it must have sufficient water. Secondly, if you don't give it water, you get low production. Instead of, let's say, getting 100 fruits on a tree, you get 40, because it doesn't have sufficient water. It cannot flower.
Government has so far constructed 77 small-scale irrigation projects across the country, with 30 in both western and lower central regions, and this comes with challenges.
Some people, a few people, try to misrepresent facts to think that the government maybe wants to grab their land, which is a misinformation, which is not true. But that one, with time, people have realized that actually it's not true. And the second one is that some few people, wrong elements, vandalized the battery in one of the schemes.
Farmers are now requesting government to fight against fake agrochemicals on the market, which they claim are destroying their crops.